Okay, here's another question for tonight. And I received this, I think, yesterday. And you can text me to the number that I have given, like 0915-342-5208. Okay, so tonight, our discussion will focus in the liver. But it's not in the liver, actually. We will try to see the environment of the liver, like pancreas, gallbladder, okay, and then the functions of the liver, and what functions of the liver that can be damaged. Okay, now I will explain to you, as part of my study in the pharmacology, how, say, pharmacology develops experimentation, products, and we try to create solutions by finding, okay, the problem, and we see to it that the solution is, highly effective for that matter. Okay, so outstanding morning, everyone, and assalamu alaikum to everyone here. And for the benefits of those people from other countries, outstanding morning. And para sa lahat ng ating mga kaibigan dito sa Pilipinas and sa atong mga Bisaya, okay, sa atong mga Bisaya. Okay, so I hope I can explain this plainly. Okay, since this is we will use some terms in science. Okay, but I will explain to you. I hope I can do it. Okay, so help me God. Now, when you have problems in the liver, or like for example bloating, okay, let's start from the U-pain. Okay, so this will help. That's why I'm saying that U-pain framework will help you understand. This is not a product. Okay, U-pain. This is the framework that I am using to help, okay, clients, patients to understand their problem. Because my goal to my client, to my prospect, or to my patients, they need to understand. Why? Why they need to understand? Because this is it. If they have problem with liver and you advise them to please limit your food, limit your activity, limit this, limit that, and they will not believe you because they don't know that they have that kind of problem, and their problem is already dangerous, or they are in the level of in the stage of like end stage. We cannot stop death, right? But death is just a result. Okay, death is a result, and only our Creator knows that. But those who have not taken care of their self, their decision, their choices, we don't know that. Because there are so many evidences that if you did not care, it will not take care. Just go to the highway. Okay, just go there. So you will meet an accident. That's why taking care is one of the best solution that can prevent diseases. Okay, taking care. That's why they called it health care. So we need to study this and learn this. It will help us knowledge. When we are knowledgeable of what's going on and what can happen inside the body, then it will help us, okay, protect and take care of our body. The same thing with when we are a child, when our mother taught us hygiene, to clean our finger, wash our hands. Okay, just like today, you need to wash your hands, wear a mask, just like that. So when you know that, you take care of your body. That's hygiene. Okay? Because if you don't, then you will get dirty. And if you get dirty, then there is microbes, bacteria, and etc. So this knowledge is important, and it's not when we are in the natural healing, if you decide to have natural healing, if you decide prevention is better than cure, if you decide healing as the best than cure, so you need to take care, and not only the outward part of the body that you need to take care, but you also need to take care of the inside. And you don't need, okay, or it's not because you want to be a doctor or murag doctor or ano bang plano mo, no? What's your plan? Why you are studying this? It is the best way for prevention, to know what's going on inside the body. That's why you can prevent. Your probability of prevention, of getting higher prevention, is learning anatomy, physiology, and pathophysiology. Patho is a condition of the function. And we discussed here that it's the condition of your function that is disturbed, damaged, stopped, it is no longer working, that makes people sick. And that's why if you want healing and prevention, we need to understand this process. Okay, these are the process. Okay, or just a process. Now, so let's go back here. When you have bloating, when you have indigestion, when you have reflux, okay, acid reflux, when you have like a jaundice, yellowish of your skin, okay, yellowish in your eyes, okay, and someone asked me this, okay, he or she ate a, taba, okay, ng karne. And then after that, several hours, she suffered stomach pain. And then, nag-yellowish yung eyes and nag-jaundice ang tawag dyan. Okay? And then, sumasakit na palagi yung dyan. So, this problem, no, in the study today, okay, reported, even in universities, they are now coming to this report, and they said that it's no longer about alcoholic, okay, that can cause liver damage. It's also about what? Carbohydrates, rice. Okay, the rice is on the rice. The rice, meaning R-I-C, is on the rice. That can cause liver cancer. So, too much eating of that can cause cancer, right? Now, but it will start from stomach pain, bloating, indigestion, gas pain, and the stomach pain. And if you don't go and visit your doctor, you will keep on what? You will just take over-the-counter medicine because you want to handle that. But without knowing it, I tell you, you will later find out that you already had a problem. And the worst thing there is if the problem is in the end state. So, visit your doctor, consult your doctor. Okay, now here, let's start from your pancreas. Your pancreas is connected to the liver. Your gallbladder is connected to your liver. So, meaning the pancreas is like that and the gallbladder is that. Okay, that's the position. Right? Now, there is a duct connected to the liver. Now, why is it is connected in the liver? Because the liver has so many functions. All the necessary enzymes and bile, or tinawag sa Bisaya apdo, okay, is coming from the liver. So, when this pancreas will have problem, okay, then it is because of the liver. Okay? If you have problem in the gallbladder, it is because of the liver. But that is only the surface of the problem. Okay? Now, here's the process on how pharmacologists are studying what solution is best. Okay? Let's use the mind of the electrician. Right? The electrician, when you invite them, and because the lights is ponder, or the lights went off, and what? You change the bulb and it's off. So you now call an electrician, okay? And the electrician arrived. When the electrician arrived, you told him that I already replaced the bulb, the fluorescent, and it's still off. So what will the electrician do? The electrician will what? Check the bulb. Will check the current. There is current. Okay. Then second, he will check the what? The switch. Oh, there is current. So when the electrician find out that there is current in the switch and also on or at the bulb, okay, on the bulb there is current. So what will the electrician do now? He will suspect first, okay, if there is a problem in the wirings. Okay, so he will gather data, ask you, so where's the wire here? Where is it connected? Is this house old? Yeah, maybe it's old. So let's go to the wiring. So they will go to the wiring, you will check the wiring, remove everything. Okay, then when they see the wirings, the electrician will check the wire and will later find out, oh, there is a ground. Okay, because of the insulator. Okay, I already discussed, you give me that insulator. Okay, if you can see this insulator, okay, this is insulator, okay, insulator, this one, insulator, okay, when there is cut in that insulator, okay, so what will happen? The electrician will test that, oh, there is no current producing, releasing, going there is no current, only the bulb has current, but the wire has no current. Okay, the switch has current, so the current will only stop right there, and there is a cut, so we will connect it, maybe the rat ate it. Okay, so that's how electrician will do. Now we check, okay, the environment. If you have problem in your pancreas, like for example, if you have the insulin problem, your insulin is low, and your gallbladder is also low, or maybe you have gallstone formation or muddy or your gall, or shall we say the bile is sticky and it's muddy, and next to muddy it will turn to stone, okay, stone formation in the liver. But the bile, or the other name of that is gall, because that's why gallbladder. Gallbladder means it's a storage or a reservoir of the gall. Okay, that's why it called gallbladder, just like urinary bladder, meaning a reservoir of the urine, collection of urine from both kidneys, left and right, going to the urine or to the urinary bladder. Same thing with the gallbladder. Gall comes from the liver, and it will what? Stay there as long as there is food. Gallbladder will release, okay, the stored gall or bile when you are eating, because the purpose of that is for digestion, for decontaminating the food. Okay, and the pancreas will release enzyme, right, when you have food, because in the stomach, secretion inside the stomach will ask your body to release enzyme for the protein, enzyme for the carbohydrates, enzyme for the fats, okay, and vitamins. That's why they are working together, but all these are coming from the liver. Now the liver has reported functions like the production of, number one, cholesterol. Okay, did you know that liver can produce cholesterol? That's why we will study later why you don't need cholesterol, why you don't need to exceed cholesterol, okay? And then cholesterol can be produced in the liver. Even if you don't eat cholesterol, the liver will produce cholesterol for around, okay, 750 milligram. If I'm not mistaken, you can search it, okay, you can confirm it, okay, 750 milligram of cholesterol every day, because cholesterol is part of the digestion. It can be released red, and that's why when you are out in the house and the sun will hit you, and that cholesterol can be converted as vitamin D. Can you see the cycle inside the body? Okay? So it's cholesterol. It can be produced as energy. Okay? The problem why your cholesterol is going up is not because of the liver, but we will go there later on. Okay? Just stay, and yeah. Thank you so much for watching, Bishop Willie Esther, yeah, from Iligan. Okay, thank you so much, my idol, Bishop Willie Esther, for watching. Okay, dugay na ko ni Migo. And then Mom Georgette for watching. Okay, thank you so much for liking. Okay, if you can see the like, okay, click the like button. Okay, it's either you choose the heart or the embrace heart. Okay, or the wow, okay? And Cory Ibarat, Analisa Abilia from Valencia. Cory Ibarat is Cagayanon. Yeah. Ibarat. Oh, daghan sa ipunan. Analisa Abilia. And our speaker, okay, just this afternoon. Okay, the first speaker for the month of February, Miss Annie Abrugar. Thank you so much for watching. Okay? Now, please, if you find that this is helpful, okay, please invite your friend. You can see at the top, you can see invite. You click the invite and copy the link and share it, okay, in the messenger and send it to your friend. If you find it, you can invite them here. Because here we will discuss how to be knowledgeable about health and how we look, okay, at the problem, okay, by discussing the environmental of the problem, by looking the whole part of the problem, okay, and going there. Okay, just like today we start from the insulin, okay, or pancreas, then the gallbladder, then to the liver. Okay, so the liver is producing gall or bile. That's why it can be distributed, and that's why the position of the gallbladder is like this. Okay, because there is a ducts or a wire or hepatic ducts. Okay, so that's why when the liver release bile, it will be stored here, and when you eat too much, okay, or you did not, there are people who did not eat at the right time. There are one research that when you did not eat at the right time, your gallbladder will be confused. Same thing with the pancreas will be confused. That's why they will develop hardening of the pancreas or hardening of the bile in your gallbladder, in the bladder. Okay, that's one report. I don't know if it's accepted by many, but that's the probability of that study, okay, was accepted by many. Why there was stone formation? Okay, because the other two is they believe that your liver is already have a sticky bile. Okay, sticky bile. Okay, or if you are having high and sticky cholesterol, meaning your liver is producing sticky cholesterol. Other thing, liver can produce glutathione. Okay, that's normal, and that's why, according to study, when you reach 35 or 50, the decrease of the production of the glutathione. The glutathione is what makes you beautiful in your skin, also. But that glutathione is an antioxidant and a master, okay, in the immune system. So it can be produced in the liver. So glutathione, cholesterol, bile, insulin, even hormones like estrogen, like in the reproductive system. As you can see, it's not only in the pancreas, the gallbladder, but it is connected. Okay, there is a ducts going into the reproductive system. That's why when a woman will have abnormalities in menstruation. Okay, nutritionally, we will not look just look in the reproductive system, but we will try to see, just like electrician, we will try to see how your liver is working and functioning. Okay, so if you have low hormones, that is, if you have high or low hormones, or there is imbalances, yeah, we call it imbalances, hormonal imbalances. Hormonal imbalances is not just about low or high, it's both high or low. That's hormonal imbalance, because if it's high, it's imbalance. If it's low, it's in imbalance. So where did these hormones can be produced? In the liver. Okay, in the liver, hormones, estrogen can be released there, because estrogen can be the fuel and can trigger functions in the reproductive system, so that menstruation will happen every month. Because they call it mens, because mens meaning months. Okay, so menstruation will happen when there's enough estrogen, okay, and other nutrients like zinc, B vitamins, that is important in giving the health of the reproductive system. So that's why when you reach at the age of 50 or 45, there are ladies are already having these hormonal imbalances, and they will experience abnormal menstruation. When they have that, then they will there is high probability of having this cyst, polycystic cyst, okay, PCOS, myoma, okay, and uterus inflammations. Why? Because your reproductive system for your wife is not is already low, but the fuel, where it coming from? Coming from the liver. If your pancreas is not functioning well, it's not providing enough insulin and enzymes, because that's the two hormones that can be produced in the pancreas, okay, but it is being produced here in the liver. Like the thyroids here, it is produced in the in the liver. Everything, okay, the energy, even in the brain. Okay, that's why I already, how many? I only name, I think 3 or 4 or 5 substances that can be produced, okay, or was produced in the liver. But there are about 500 functions. Can you imagine 500? Okay, metabolism, okay, balancing, etc. Even in making or receiving the function of your skin. That's why if you have problem in your skin, there is problem in the liver. If you have problem in the liver, it can be seen in your skin. Okay, it's connected in your skin. Okay, if you have problem in your eyes, it's connected in your liver. Okay, if you have problem in the liver, it can be seen in your eyes. That's why when you have blockage, when the production of the liver getting sticky, that's why you have muddy bile, muddy enzyme. That's why there is indigestion, and there is a backflow, and there is barrier, also congestion in the ducts coming to the pancreas or coming to the gallbladder. Okay, you can notice yellow eyes, yellow skin, because there is a backflow of the bile or the substance, and it will go to the blood. That's why it can be seen in the skin, it can be seen in the eyes. Okay, the body is interconnected. One function is damaged, everything is damaged. Okay, so it's only a functions that we are talking about. Now here's the best part here. Okay, and this is where you should take note. Why? Because when the liver is having the sticky, and maybe the fats, okay, the fat is already becoming sticky, then what will happen? Your liver, as the stickiness, the congestion happens in the liver, then your liver will be injured. That's why its GPT will rise, okay, And cholesterol will rise, triglyceride will rise because it's in the liver. It's being processed in the liver. Okay? Now, you can see that. And it's already a sign. But I think here's the best part here is that most people are only focused when the triglyceride is going up, they forget the liver. Okay? When the cholesterol is up, they forget the liver. Most people. When the sugar is up, they forget the liver. Okay? When there is skin problem, they forget the liver. What they do? Okay? They will just put ointments if there is skin problem. They will just take what? Medicine to reduce sugar. Okay? They will just take medicine to reduce cholesterol. They will take medicine to reduce triglycerides. Right? And if you have bloating, you will only take medicine to remove what? Gas. Without addressing this liver, this will have a damage. It's no longer alcohol. According to so many reports that it's already in the rice is on the rice. R-I-C-E, R-I-S-E is on the rice. That liver can be damaged. So meaning, since the rice is on the rice, so let's go to the the stomach, to the intestine. But when we go to the intestine, let's go to directly to our what? That's why the underlying condition is what? Very important. Because the presence of the congestion, the presence of the tumor in the liver, and is already having a liver cirrhosis or stage 3 fatty liver. Stage 3, careful. Fatty liver can become a liver cirrhosis. Okay, liver cirrhosis. Cirrhosis means coma of the liver. Same thing with the coma of the brain. Okay? Same thing. Is coma, may pa sa ulo, kay inog coma. Pero sa liver, wala may coma, no? It's liver cirrhosis. Because that's how a medical term can be used. So that doctor will identify the problem. Okay? Liver cirrhosis, coma. Okay? So, the interbody is coma when there is what? Brain problem. But the liver can be damaged. Okay? And cannot accept any more food. Okay? Take note. The liver cannot accept any more food. Even water, you will only sip when you have problem in the liver and your stomach is getting bigger and there is edema, retention, fluid retention. Meaning your fluid cannot roam around because it's retained. Okay? Cannot go out. It cannot be distributed. So the circulation is what? Is hindered. That's why the electrician way, there is what? There is ground. Maybe the rat is eating the wire and there is no current passing and going to the light bulb. So can you see, when you study that and going to that direction down before the liver, so you will now see, to stop that congestion is to manage your eating. To manage eating is to manage the kind of food. To understand it that you can eat rice but you need to limit rice. You can eat meat but you need to limit meat. You can eat sugar but you need to limit. According to size. Here's the guide. That's why there is macro, micro. In our food, there is macro. Like for example, 1 piece chicken, rice, beans. And when you say refined, meaning very refined, what kind of food that is made of refined food or refined ingredients? Okay, ice cream. What else? More refined, highly refined, super refined. What's that? Soft drinks, right? Meaning, if your food, okay, it doesn't mean that you remove soft drinks, you remove that. That's why they called it highly refined, because you will only take what? Very highly refined, meaning very small. Small amount of soft drinks is okay. So, tambal sa, dila na lang. Tambal, dila. Because ganito yan eh. When the sugar go out and come into your mouth, it can be distributed how many parts? to your brain, to your skin, to your eyes, to your tissues, to your bones. It can be distributed. It will not go directly there and it will be distributed. But if you have a present problem, you need to start solving first the problem from the top, from the bottom, from the tip of the iceberg, from the tip of the pyramid. If there is injury pancreas, injury gallbladder, injury liver, we need to limit first the refined. Put that in a right amount. Okay? So if it's refined, small amount lang. 1 tablespoon lagi kataman. Diba? 1 tablespoon. Just like even if honey is good, but refined man siya. Okay, refined. Doon ay kalainan sa munggos, kadagko mo na ingana po kadagko ang imong makaon. Pero refined lagi siya. 1 tablespoon is enough. It doesn't mean na ay healthy man ang honey, kaunta na. Pero honey is refined. Same thing with soft drinks. Same thing with sugar. Same thing with oil. 1 tablespoon lang gina siya. Pero prito ka o daghan ka ayo sa oil, suyupon man to. No? The meat will absorb, or even the food will absorb that oil. Okay? And kung mo tusok doon, check the nutritional facts of per tablespoon, per serving of your oil. And you can see how many cholesterol or saturated fats or calories are there in that 1 tablespoon of oil. You can see that 1 tablespoon of oil, okay, the calorie of that can be 1 cup of rice. Calorie of 1 cup of rice is around 150. I think it's 150. So can you see, when you eat sliced bread, the calorie of that is 75 calories. So two sliced bread, palamanan pagid nimo og refined. So 150 ng duha, 150 na, 150. You put palaman, and the palaman is what? Diba? So it will become 150, 150, 150, maybe the palaman is 100. So it's already equivalent to a cup of rice. Okay, so can you imagine? The National Nutrition Council is only recommending 2 cups of rice, but most people cannot do that. Why? Because here the underlying condition, when habit forms, because habit is not because of the choices. Habit is more on availability. Okay? There was a study that if you love eating soft drinks, but if you don't put soft drinks in your refrigerator, if you will not put soft drinks in your table, you will get what is there. Okay? You will get what is there. Like water, or sige, ganyan na lang. Okay? The reason why people got sick, because they choose what is there. Okay, like for example, if they are hungry, they arrive at home late, like 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. and they're so tired, and when they sit, they're sleepy, and the husband will say, wife, kanana lang luto din na atong dilata dia upan, diba? And then that becomes a habit. Okay? Because remember, habit is not more on choices. Okay? There was a study. I have a book about this one. Yeah, this one. Okay? Habit. The power of habit. Okay? I found out here that it's more on what is available. That's why even in cigarette smoking, if you don't put cigarettes in your pocket, okay, they will stop smoking. Okay, they will just chew candy. You will just provide candy and it's okay. Okay, because during the time of craving, what is available, okay, and if it will become always available, then it's hard to stop. Right? It's hard to stop. So, coming from pancreas to gallbladder to the liver, if you go that direction, why is the liver is getting congestion? Congestion is next or second to liver cirrhosis or second to coma. Why? Because there was a study also and confirmation that when fatty liver reached to stage 3 is a candidate already in coma or congestion or cancer. Can you see that? So when you have mild fatty liver, take note, you need to address that immediately. Because mild will become what? Severe. Okay? Maybe you have mild fatty liver and your gallbladder is already receiving sticky cholesterol, sticky bile or abdo, and your pancreas is getting sticky insulin or sticky substances, and supply of energy to the pancreas will be a problem. And another problem, cholesterol. What else? The skin. That's why when you have liver problem, the color of a person will be changed. You will be changed. Because glutathione, remember? And not only glutathione, the production of everything is there. Okay, like hormones that is involved in metabolism, hormones that is involved in growth and immunity. So my friend, solving that, first is we need to know what kind of habit do we have. Meaning, if we want to stop that, do not provide that. Yes, there is crying. Yes, there is suko mo ba na usama na ano wala man to. Yeah, that's just passing. That's normal. That's just normal. But if you remove this, you correct the habit, and then at the same time, do not forget the damage. Because there are more patients that I know, okay, they already become vegetarian and they already become vegan, okay, but they did not solve the injury in the liver. They did not solve the injury of the gallbladder, of the pancreas, or the circulatory system. They did not solve the problem in the injury of their skin, the injury of everything, pancreas, reproductive system. So do not forget, when there is congestion, meaning the solution, you need to add in your lifestyle, okay, cleansing. Not only controlling what you need to eat and putting the right amount of everything, and you don't need to focus your attention in food, but focus in what you do, right? It's normal kasi here is it. You know why I say focus on what you do? When you're focusing on what you do, like mother, they can forget to eat, or a father, they can forget to eat when they are busy. So food is not really an important like that. Okay? So when you are focused on what is important, you divide your attention and you focus on what is available and make food, healthy food available. Put that in your table always. Okay, put that in your refrigerator. And what you want to control is limit that in the refrigerator. Limit that in the list. Okay, that's how to make the habit work, the lifestyle work. But addressing that, you need separate solution. You need cleansing for that, because congestion, meaning the other term of congestion is traffic. Traffic congestion, traffic is the same definition, right? So meaning if there is congestion and traffic, you need cleansing first, because the longer period of congestion and traffic, you see, yung car stay longer, no, because of traffic, more revolution, more carbon dioxide is releasing, right? And you can see that when that happens, what? It will goes into your body. Same thing, the liver, if it's sticky and there is congestion, then carbon dioxide, more carbon dioxide is damaging within. So that's why you need to cleanse. Okay, cleansing, detoxification, and also addressing the nourishment. Since there is congestion, take note, since there is congestion, meaning there is famine, there is deficiency, there is lacking because the nutrients just stayed in the liver or stayed in one path and they were not able to arrive because the food, okay, take note, it can be distributed throughout the system. But since the problem is the distribution and because of the congestion, the nutrients stayed in the liver or in one area or in the colon or in the intestine, just stay there because they cannot enter into the liver because there is more traffic in the liver. It cannot be distributed and the blood is sticky, got sticky, and there is injury. That's why the solution is that nourishment. How to do that? Nourishment. Okay, when there is congestion. So pharmacologists solve that in what? Many methods. Number one, liquid oral that can be easily absorbed. Third is topical. So, inoris mo din ha, diba? So you will use ointment or lotion or etc. oil that can nourish the skin if there is ang skinny mo, the skin is already getting problem. Right? But if the digestion is getting problem, then cleansing, balancing the acid because the longer the food, the carbon dioxide is there, the acid is there. Okay, so you need to balance, cleansing, detoxify, and help the fats because the longer the sugar, the carbohydrates stay or the protein stay in the liver, the protein can be converted as fats. That's why there is fatty liver. Okay? Because here's the cycle, okay, the process of the food. If you eat meat, you think it's protein, right? But when the meat becomes protein in the body and you are not using it because it is staying longer in one area or one organs, it can be converted into fats. Okay? Can be converted into fats. You see, there is fatty liver, right? And that theory is based on the people who are having that problem. Okay, that's why when you eat, you will have stomach pain. If you don't eat, you will have stomach pain. Because if you eat, okay, the body requires enzyme. The body requires insulin. The body requires bile. But your liver is getting more or less of the enzyme. That's why the digestion will have a problem. There will be a delay of digestion, right? Because when the food comes into the stomach will trigger secretion of enzymes. Now, enzyme is coming from the pancreas. Okay? So your pancreas cannot work properly because there is no gasoline provided from the liver. Okay? There is no bile. Okay? That's why pain will have in people who are that kind of problem. So addressing your habit, what is available, if you say, okay, limit the carbohydrates, okay, limit this refined food, limit this sugary food. When you limit that, do not put that in your table, do not put that in your refrigerator. Then go for what? A therapy program. Meaning therapy means modalities, methods, protocol. Okay, just like isolation. So we isolate for 14 days. But in therapy, we follow the 90 days. Why? Because the body cycles in 90 days or until 120 days. The growth cycle. Okay? The maturity and the replacement. So while waiting for the cells to replace the damage, the injury, and repair that, okay, while waiting the clearance of the distribution, then what? We need to reduce everything that can provide. After it's getting done, okay na, you have already better digestion, no gas pain, no pain, and your SGPT is okay, your SB1C is okay, your sugar is, even if you eat rice, is still normal, okay, because that's the normal life. there are people who eat more rice and is not getting diabetes because the damage, the circulation, because the balance is there. Okay? The balance is there. So putting that in balance and at the same time going to solve the congestion will help us stay longer or to achieve longevity. Okay? And that is if God permitted or will permit that to us. Okay? So, cleansing is one important factor. Why? Because you see, the bile will release bile into the intestine. So we need to cleanse that because it's not working, it's just getting congested in there, and the food that is not properly or got stuck. Can you imagine? You go to Samis and the bars is full. You can see line of trucks, bachelor and private is also lining because they're waiting for the barge to be okay. Okay, easy flow. Go, the flow is okay. Same thing with the liver. The liver is the barge. If this liver is full always, congested, so the waiting in your intestine, waiting in your stomach, that's why there is indigestion, that's why there is pain. Okay, and another thing, your microbes will be what? Dead. They will be good because there is good and bad bacteria in the colon, and their food, the bad bacteria will eat that, but the good bacteria will die, and their food is what? Fresh food. Pero dugay ng pagkaon dito. Diba? There is already congestion. If there is congestion in the liver, there is also congestion in the colon. That's why mo nagkadako, no? Tingala kadako ang libang. Ana na lang, nakadagko, minugbo pa, marakanding na dayon. But just like goat, minyo ba na? Minyo ba sa Bisaya? Minyo, hindi pagkaon. Diba? Minyo, basta manure, basta manure. No? Kanding, goat manure. So, parang ganun na, parang kanding, toilet. Congestion, sign of congestion. Even diarrhea is a sign of congestion. Because tubig na may mugawas, wala na may formation. Wala na absorb eh. Water ang mugawas, wala absorb. See? My friend, spend time in cleansing, not only in addressing your habit, and not only eating healthy vegetables, but allowing the cleansing to happen, allowing to decongest, detoxify that liver, and to cleanse that liver. And there are foods that can cleanse. There are food that can detoxify. There are food that can burn the stored fats in the liver. There are food that can help the circulatory back again. So if you want information about cleansing, detoxification, you can type in the comment section. And thank you so much for liking this video. If you find that this is helpful, please invite your friend. Okay, so thank you so much. And all glory to our Almighty God. Okay, Almighty Creator. May He grant and permit us to live longer and stay healthy so that we can serve still humanity. Right? So that's our prayer. And I'm so thankful for my cameraman. My cameraman is Joshua Lajot Balasanga, the assistant is Melody, and the floor director is Sandy. No, two floor director. We are organizing our studio, and my admin, okay, the executive director Cecil. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. This is Dr. Dorwin. Out. See you. Like I said, you can text the number 0915342528. You can ask what topic I will discuss, like any problem that you want to discuss. We hope we can give you inputs, opinions, suggestions, recommendations, and I believe that when the factors, like habit, addressing the underlying condition, at the same time the presence, the barbs, decongest it first, allow it that the liver can heal itself, because the liver is the only tissues, according to study, that can repair. Okay, there are other tissues can repair itself, but liver is able to or are able or is able because are able kay duha man ka liver na tugot na low o high ay above ana niya. Okay, able to regenerate itself. So meaning if you allow night time frame ana no, there are study that I discovered the liver can, I don't know if you can research that also, the liver can regenerate I think for 3 years. So can you do that? Hindi yan dali. No, hindi yan dali. Just like katunang utana, na-remove na yung gallbladder. No, then nagilo pa yun siya after 3 years. No? 3 years ago. Ahuma na opera. Why? Because asa naman ang reservoir? Direct na. Wala bag dam. When you remove the reservoir, baha na, di ba? So the bile, wala na siya flood coming to your intestine. Okay? And the bile can only be released in times of need. What kind of food? Anong fatty food. When kind of fatty food, more bile will come because naman utok. There are brains, no. That's why they call it intrinsic. I don't know if it's intrinsic or enteric nervous system. Okay, they plan. Kung kang fats na enzyme na po na bile. When you eat protein, mayon to sila, uy, protein na nisunod sa tiyan. Okay, protein come into the stomach, so they will release enzyme, protease. Okay? So, they have their own director inside our stomach. The moment you eat, when you eat sugar, or there is sugar, there is insulin. Okay? Insulin will not be released, just like injection. Okay? Before you eat, you inject, right? Because you know it. How about your pancreas? They will know if there is, they can sense. That's why there is senses. Okay? Senses. When that senses will be destroyed, that's one function. Okay? When that senses will be destroyed, like signals, transmission, okay? Then they cannot sense sugar anymore. They cannot sense fats. They cannot sense protein. So they will be a problem of digestion. So thank you so much, and I hope I serve you well, and I have given you the things that you want to know and need to know. And I hope that I was able to give you information. And for more information, you can comment below and you can text the number 0915-342-5208. Thank you so much, and see you next time, inshallah.